So Krishna, let's see what this gives us. Again, guys, you'll notice that I switched to Opus 5 because I do have access to Fable, but it was just a little too slow. It was annoyingly slow. Okay, so let's see what Claude says. The memory thesis is legitimate. Okay, expecting RAM to stay tight through 2028. UBS doesn't expect balance until Q2 of 2020. Okay. So the reflex of wait, it'll be cheaper is genuinely less reliable than usual. Okay. Oh wow, I did not know this. The Spark went from $399 to $46.99 in February, explicitly blaming memory supply. Wow, I did not know that, guy. But the Spark is the wrong box to buy at this price. Okay, so they announced a new one in June, arriving late 2026. So that's a couple months away, right? Because we're practically in late 2026, right? Windows native in desktop and laptop form. Wow. That's month away, not years. Okay, cool. Second, the Spark was never a value inference box. Consistently landed up being development and research tool. Great when unified with memory. At 46.99, that positioning gets harder to defend. Okay, so in other words, Claude thinks it's overpriced. The one case we're buying now makes sense if you need CUDA parity with data center Blackwell, fine-tuning locally, then deploying the same stack to cloud. The Spark is the only thing that does that in a 6-inch box. If you want to run large models for privacy, rent first. Spark capacity is 75 cents an hour, which is 6,000 hours to break even before electricity. Okay. All right, so whose prompt was this? Was this Krishna? Who was this? Okay, so Krishna, what do you think? It's your prompt. I think that the summation is that Claude is telling you to wait.